It began with the forging of the Great Rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men who above all else desire power. For within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each race. But they were all of them deceived, for another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. 1 ring to rule them all. But there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor, and on the slopes of Mount Doom, they fought for the freedom of Middle-earth.
LEGO Lord of the Rings walkthrough for wikigameguides.com, and this is the Prologue level, which starts right as you start up a new game, and it begins with the big giant battle that happened thousands of years before the time of Lord of the Rings, and this is when the ring obviously was supposed to be destroyed, but man is corruptible and easily manipulated, so of course it wasn't destroyed. Blah blah blah. If you've seen the movie and read the books, you know exactly what's happening, and if you haven't, then the game will actually give you a pretty good indication as to what is happening. Because the game, as I was surprised to find out when I played through it yesterday, was very, very good at advancing the story through LEGO figures. It kept in all of the key points, and it missed out on a lot of stuff in the movies, of course. I mean, there's a lot of things in the Lord of the Rings movies, and there's even more in the books, so it would have been impossible to keep it all in a video game, I think. Or at least in one video game. But, you know, for the most part, they did a really great job with this game. I was really surprised at how good it is, because for the last couple of LEGO games, I have not been too happy with them. They've been really glitchy, they didn't feel like they were worked on, but this game, they really feels like that they put a little bit more time into it. Even though there were some glitches I ran into that froze the game, and I couldn't continue until I switched the save file from my hard drive on my Xbox to a thumb drive and then played off the thumb drive. For some reason that would solve the problem, but it was still really annoying having those glitches, and I really hope in the future they focus on that and try to keep the game from being particularly buggy. Although I am not convinced they are going to. I think they're just going to keep kicking out these games as if they're big giant cash cows, which they are, and as long as they remain cash cows, they probably won't put as much effort into them as they really should. But for the most part, this first level, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just destroy the things that come your way. You might have to use the Sword of Elendil to get rid of these Morgoth thingamajigs, and once you get rid of these 3, there will be a cutscene where Sauron is shown trying to kill you.
Victory was near. But the power of the ring could not be undone.
They did a great job with the cutscenes. I mean, it really shows what was in the movie. And for fighting Sauron, it's kind of annoying. I think this was... it could have been a better boss fight, but it is at the beginning of the game, I guess. And what you need to do is just wait for Sauron to get his mace stuck in the ground so you can attack the mace. You do that 3 times, and then you've pretty much defeated him. And for the rest of this level, I don't think I'm going to bother narrating it, and I'm not going to narrate as much in this walkthrough as I have on other LEGO walkthroughs, just because there's a cutscene almost every 3 to 5 minutes. It's really difficult to keep track of when I need to stop talking. And a lot of this game is, the levels are more of the same, which means you do something at the beginning and you're going to be doing that throughout the whole level. And it just kind of repeats the whole stupid level. I think it's really, it was really annoying. It was kind of lazy how they did that. One example would be when you're going through the dead marshes with Gollum, and it is just annoying because it was so long and it was just the same thing over and over. And if you play the game, you'll know exactly what I mean, and if you watch my video, you will once again know exactly what I mean, because I'll be complaining about it in that video. But that's not until the second movie, and this is part of the Fellowship of the Ring. But because of that, there's really nothing for me to say that can't be seen in the video, and I think, especially for LEGO Lord of the Rings, a lot of it can be a lot of the game itself will just be appreciated by watching it without some idiot like me talking over it. And of course, just to put this out there, I'm a gigantic Tolkien fan. I have read pretty much everything he's ever written, and that doesn't mean I know everything though, so if I say something that is unbelievably stupid about the Tolkien universe, then yell at me in the comments and let me know so I don't make the same mistake in the future. But that's gonna be it for me talking in this video. The rest of it will be you following Elrond into the Mountain of Doom, and of course the failure of man who, is it Isildur, I think? Yeah, Isildur couldn't throw in the ring because he wanted the power that it gave.
It was in this moment that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword. Sauron, the enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated. The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever.
Isildur, hurry! Follow me! Destroy it!
No.
Isildur!
But the hearts of men are easily corrupted, and the Ring of Power has a will of its own. It betrayed Isildur to his death. And some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. For 2,500 years, the ring passed out of all knowledge. Until... the ring came to the creature Gollum, who took it deep into the tunnels of the Misty Mountains. For 500 years it poisoned his mind. But something happened then the ring did not intend. It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable.
What's this?
A hobbit, Bilbo Baggins of the Shire.
A ring.